Welcome aboard one and all to the home of the Hype Train and its dedicated football team Hype Train FC. We're in the final weekend of January's competitive football with the team in the second round of the East Berkshire Football League's League Cup, a knockout tournament featuring all teams within the EBFL pyramid. The last time we played Iver Heath we drew 3-3 in the league, and before that on our second game of the season we managed to overcome Iver 3-1 at home, meaning that this was the third time this season that we were taking on Iver Heath, with the visitors looking to enact some form of punishment after taking 4 points off them in the league. The visiting side from Iver were wearing their traditional yellow and black for the game, which left the team to wear our home navy blue kit. In goal for the club we had Chris Marshall deputising as we continued our search for a Saturday League goalkeeper, whilst we started with an initial back five ahead of Chris that consisted of Stuart Stannard, Robert Austin, Ryan Knott, Joe Sawyer and George Fradgley. In midfield, Callum Fox-Spence was joined by Gino Izzo in the middle of the park, with Callum Pard-Jones appearing in a number 10 position behind a duo of Phil Newport and Sam Bolwell up top. Among the substitutes we had Danny Baston joined by Ash Ali, with both needed as we made quick amends in the game to go to a 4-3-3 formation. Ahead of kickoff, if you follow the team, don't forget to hit the like button as well as subscribing to the channel for more action from the train, and you can also find out more about the club by visiting our main website hypetrainfc.com and by visiting our parent website over at thehypetrain.co.uk for more from the Hype Train. In a windy first half, the team were going from right to left, and it was Iver Heath with the win in their favour that put the ball through our defensive line. It was called for offside and it's a close call, it's probably not off. The first big chance of the game fell to Iver Heath though a few minutes into the game here as they're working through the middle. They eventually get the ball out right to their number 7 who plays in a ball that bobbles through a few players. Chris Marshall though does excellently to come off his line. At the other end of the pitch there was a first opportunity for the team in blue and it falls to Gino Izzo when he gets the ball at the edge of the box and he scoops a shot that rattles off the crossbar and it's a near miss for the visitors. Talking of hitting the bar, Iver Heath go and replicate what we do a few minutes later, this time from a long throw. It comes off their big bald guy in the middle, it rattles off the bar again as we clear. Around 20 minutes into the game, it was all Iver Heath really. Most of their side were putting in a lot of pressure on our team as we looked to get out from the wind, and they eventually did get a goal for their awards. Callum Fox-Spence has cleared the ball high up into the air, and it's fallen out to one of their players who's expertly put the ball in the net. It's a great finish, and we don't usually do this for the opposition teams, but the finish is deserving of a replay. We're not really first to react to this as their player runs onto the ball outside of the foot. It's a great goal. Looking for an immediate equaliser, a Chris Marshall goal kick goes into the middle of the park and it's contested between Callum and their big man in midfield. We do though eventually pick up the ball with Gino playing Stuart down the line with a nice outside of the foot pass. Stuart though, his shot is a little bit shanked as he hits the ground. Back down the other end, Iver Heath are putting on more pressure for the team here and Joe Sawyer gives away the ball which allows a counter-attack by Iver Heath here. Ryan Knott clears the ball away but it falls out to their number 7 who runs in at Chris with the goalkeeper making an excellent point-blank save. From the resulting throw-in though, there was more trouble for the team as another long throw comes into the penalty area. Their big man in the box again wins the head this time. He puts the ball into the net and Iver have a 2-0 lead around half an hour into the game. The last action of the first half sees the team working the ball down the right channel with Phil Newport collecting the ball. He does well to get the ball back out with Joe Sawyer collecting the ball. He puts in a cross that goes to the edge of the box. One of the Iver Heath defenders handles the ball and we have a free kick from 20 yards out. Stepping up to the mark is number 9 Phil Newport. He sees a gap in the wall. He fires in his free kick low. The goalkeeper can't do anything about it and we have a way back into the match heading into the second half. Into the second half now with the team from left to right. We do unfortunately concede early on in the second half here to give Iver Heath another 2-goal lead in the game, and it starts when they pick up the ball and put it to their number 7 down the right hand side. He squares up with myself at left back and I'm unable to clear the ball away. I'm robbed on sight. He cuts the ball back and it falls through to their number 22 to poke into the roof of the net, and Iver Heath have restored their 2-goal lead. With the team looking to press on and get back into the game here, there was a few opportunities for the team as we look to get back into the affair. We do eventually get the ball down the line here with Callum Parr-Jones picking up the ball here. Callum rides on and he's feeding in Phil Newport through the middle. You've got Ash Ali and Callum Fox-Spence in support of Phil. Phil eventually cuts into his right foot and eventually he gets the ball into the box. It falls to Callum, though there's some good defending to block his shot. Now from a couple of set pieces, Stuart Stannard stands over a dead ball. He gets the ball into the penalty area. Joe Sawyer wins the head and it's just over the bar. This time, standing over an in-swinging free kick, Callum Parr-Jones whips the ball in. Phil Newport at the back post wins the head, though it glances wide and it's no problem for Iver Heath. As we now get into the last play of the game here, which sees a long throw go into the penalty area. Iver Heath clear the ball until it falls out to George Fradgley. He's taken a speculative shot from range and the goalkeeper's unsighted as we win a corner. Iver Heath started the stronger of the two teams on the day and they found their goals early on in an extremely windy first half down at Calcot, whilst they made our life difficult in the second half as we looked to push back into the game, securing a decent 3-1 win to progress through to the next round of the competition. Next up for the team, we were in action the following morning against Brothers United in RDSL Division 4, looking to bounce back from the non-starter against Iver Heath, whilst our next outing in Saturday League action took us into February and a crunch league game against Hearts of Bracknell, who were the Division 1 leaders in the last 16 of the EBFL President's Cup. Until next time, believe the hype.